Okay, now I'm actually getting mildly annoyed. This is take number 3 for recording this. Just as an FYI. Because the first time I recorded the whole episode only to find out that at some point during recording, the entire recording had been corrupted. Which is a very nice surprise. I very much appreciate that. 10 out of 10 stuff. Fuck you, I don't care. Yes, we're getting to war. I really don't care.
Is that what you want?
I've given up on caring. Yes, the first time... the first time I... Fuck. Wow, this... Oh, okay, I'm retarded. No, the first time... Yeah, the recording just went... Which is nice. So, very nice. That's an hour wasted. The second time... At least I already got 15 minutes in before the game decided to crash. Which is like just before now, because I did it like earlier today. I did the first one, and I was like, oh, it crashed. Well, that's an inconvenient time to... Oh, it didn't crash. Well, either way, it was highly inconvenient because, well, I did the recording. I allocated that much time for recording that day. The recording was corrupted. And, like, okay, I don't have time to redo it right now, so I'll have to wait until later. Then I did it later. I did about 50 minutes of recording, was in the middle of a battle, and then... Oh. Crash. Yay. It's like, the first time... What? The first time wasn't even the game. It had nothing to do with the game. Second time, the game crashed. Okay, the game can crash once in a while. That's fine. However, I'd like to be able to record this. Please. If only the world wasn't so cruel. It's like, it's not even a big fucking deal. It's just like, it's inconvenient. It's like, if it's going to have these issues, just please space them out a bit more. Please? It'll make it a bit more convenient for me. Enough complaining about that. Fuck me. Anyway, the first time I was recording, I was actually spent like 5 minutes just to be like, what should I do with the intro? It's like, I don't know what to do with the intro. So I was just sitting there for like a few minutes. I had my camera somewhat over here, and I spent basically like 3 to 5 minutes looking at the forest because my current monitor is a 1920 by 1200 monitor, but I'm running the game in 1080p. So it's using a completely different aspect ratio. Not only stretches the thing a bit, but the recording should be fine. But it carries with a very specific problem that I found. Very specific colors will have a static effect to them where it'll just be like a pixel flickers white for a moment. This is a very specific thing for some reason. I don't entirely understand what the deal is with that, but yeah, it does that for some reason. Which I find a bit weird. I didn't even know this was a 1610 monitor until I changed out, because I was wondering what exactly that issue was, because I'm having it in like most games. Because it's a problem with the aspect ratio on this monitor. If it's not running in the correct aspect ratio, that's what happens. And I don't think that's necessarily I think that's applicable to other monitors as well, just maybe not all of them. But either way, like I tried. I was like, this is weird. It shouldn't be happening like this. Well, why is it happening? Let's try something else. So I tried to change it over to a DVI cable, and that, on the other hand, changed my fucking resolution. I was like, wait, what's wrong here? And it took me a little while to realize, like, huh, this is different resolution. Why is this? And I'm like, oh, it's a 1610 monitor. I didn't know this. It's not technically my monitor. It's like an old monitor from my grandparents, because like my grandmother didn't need it. I was like, yeah, sure, it's better than mine. I'll take it. It's like I didn't look into too much. It was like the colors were better. So I was like, yeah, sure. I just made sure that the response time wasn't too high. It's like, it's 5. It's like, it's not what I'd prefer, but it's fine. But that's something that had completely eluded me. And I was like, I was very surprised when I found. I was like, this explains a bit though. And yeah, that. I don't know really where else to go with this, but it's like, it's one of those weird things that just happen with technology. I was like, why did the HDMI not fucking function normally? It claimed the default, like it claimed the proper resolution was 1080p. It's like, it's clearly not. Because now I'm not having these issues unless I'm running something in 1080. It's clearly not the right thing. So why you do this? Of course, it's not getting much of an answer, but yeah, it's one of the strange things with technology. Technology does what technology wants at times, which is, well, interesting, I suppose. Technology is what technology does. Okay, you go there. The dwarves, yeah, the dwarves are there. Technically, we're getting further in this episode because I hit the end turn there instead of attacking the elves. Wait, did I besiege the elves? I didn't, did I? I'm Baka. Ah, yes, dwarves. No, wait, I did. Yeah, I did. I'm getting to the point where I'm a bit tired, so I was like, yeah, I'm not really paying too much attention to what's happening in the game. It's like, yeah, I've done that before, and it's like, I'm at the point where nothing I do really matters. Like, if I lose an army, I'll just make another one. If I lose a town, I'll just retake it. There's like, it's not like in the beginning where it's like, if you lose that town, you could be set back 20, 30 turns. Because you have to spend so much resources and time to retaking it, and it slows you down. No, I can be a bit more liberal with my armies and how I use them now. Any eggs of Khand? Yeah, sure, let's get another one. Doesn't hurt to have more generals. Morning army sighted, yeah. Mengelen. Building. This part is always fun. I'm gonna get you, because Mengelen is turning into a very good recruitment center as well. And that entire area is becoming just beautiful for this kind of stuff. Orlond. Torch Chamber. Orin's Halls. Prison Complex, because money's money. Alonyanach. Roads. Roads means faster movement. Faster movements means, well, more flexibility. I sent all the right ones, yeah. Move you down there. As we move you towards here. You're gonna have to fight Endwaith. What do we have here? Just a bunch of crap. Always. Now, elves. And this is the battle where I crashed this time. So let's see what happens now. Hopefully we won't crash again. If we do, I'm gonna say fuck it and do it tomorrow. Because, my throat's not going to hold... My throat's not going to hold up if I'm going to have to re-record this again. So I'm not going to have the patience. And, well... My throat does get tired after talking like this to myself. I don't know... Maybe it has to do with the tone I take. I know I take a bit of a different tone often when I do talk to myself like this. I mean, I am talking to myself. It's not like I'm talking to anyone, really. Not getting a response. But I do definitely know that I do take somewhat of a different tone. And I imagine that's probably why it does it. Not to mention, I have this thing where I do go on, which is, well, highly fucking reasonable, considering the circumstances. What do we attack first? Towers. Fuck the towers. Oh, hey. Took it out in one volley. It's very good. 10 out of 10. The one volley. Good job. You're actually doing something good. Now, how long will it take you to knock out the wall? I'm doing pretty good. Yep, there we go. Now, you. I want to give you a good firing angle. Same with you, so you should probably go there. Now I just need to knock down this wall and we'll be happy. There we go. Now, because of the units being where they are, the Elven Defenders, I'm not particularly concerned about. If I can take out this, however, these are the two elite units, apart from the General's Bodyguard. I would very much like to take that out. It would be a massive boon to the combat. It's like, if I can save my troops doing that, fucking yes, please. So we're going to be doing exactly that. We've spent all the ammunition we need on the walls and the towers, so now we just need to use the catapults on these units, along with the ballistas on these units. Now, hopefully we'll get some good hits in. Because if the catapults can't hit something, well, the ballistas are able to. Well, it seems we hit something. Not quite exactly what I wanted to hit, but it's something. Now, you should stop firing, because they're be dicks and start moving, so fuck it. So let's change the ballistas. One other thing I could try to do is just to drag them into melee combat and then push up the catapults much, much closer. Actually, I might push up the catapults, like, up here? See how that goes? Need to make sure that these stop firing while I'm doing it, otherwise we'll destroy our catapults. It would be a bad thing. Because I very much want to keep them. Now, how are you doing? 96 of you left. Actually, if I hit you from here, I should... Maybe? Let's see what happens. Yeah, no, you've got a good... Yeah, that's very good arc fire. You reposition, and then... I'm not feeling it, but we'll try anyway. Yeah, no, I'm not feeling it. Try you, though. Might hit some of these. Might being the operative word. Oh, well, that's that. Didn't get too much done, I think. You go here. You go here. 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 There. And of course the trolls. Because I have a very specific plan for the trolls. It worked very well the other time, so I want to use it again this time. It worked extremely well the other time, actually. And the other time, I mean the first time I did this, because this is the third time I'm doing this battle. Second time it crashed. The first time was the one that's corrupted. How many did we actually kill? 20%? It's like, that's okay. Didn't kill many of the elite units though. That's what I was hoping to kill. Get that gate down. Or halberds. You can go through here. Or halberds through here. And you can just go through here. You go up here, you go up here. And one thing I did start rambling on about in the second time was the right now it's very early Wednesday for me, so the whole any of you paying attention will probably know of the whole oh fuck, and I don't remember what specific circumstance was, if it was during a trial or a hearing or whatever. It was like, well, one of the White House staffers did the OK sign, not resting on her arm. It's like the usual crazies are like, oh my god, fucking neo-Nazis everywhere. I was like, why do people keep falling for 4chan pranks all the time? I really don't get it. I really don't get how people are this genuinely fucking stupid that they keep falling for 4chan stuff every single time. Like, it's the OK symbol thing. It's like, why? It's literally just the OK symbol. The people doing it are doing it because you go crazy whenever you see it. It has nothing to do with what you accuse them of. It's like when Time magazine decided to do like a fucking vote for Person of the Year in the early 2010s, and guess what? 4chan rigged the poll, and suddenly Kim Jong-un was Time's Person of the Year. Who would have fucking thought? So of course they vetoed that shit because, well, it's Time magazine. Then fucking. And then there's the whole Oprah thing, there's the whole, what, pissing for equality thing that a girl killed herself over because, oh yeah, putting a picture of you pissing yourself on the internet sure is a good idea. People are genuinely fucking retarded. And I don't understand how it is that they keep trying to push the stupid retardation with no level of... There's no capability of self-reflection. They don't look at what they're doing. Like, what exactly are you doing? You're going on a fucking rant about someone sitting on a bench doing the OK sign. And this looks normal to you. No, it's not fucking normal to anyone with half a brain. Like, calm the fuck down and look at what you're doing. You're being a fucking raging lunatic. And then it's like, anyone dares try to even explain to them why they're wrong. It's like, oh, you're just one of those trolls. And like, no, you don't even know what troll means. People are stupid. And it's like, please stop. Please stop being stupid. Please. No, they don't. They keep being the most fucking retarded people in the world. And then they keep justifying their own fucking stupidity. Yeah, well, that's done. And there we go. As soon as the general dies, unsurprisingly, the battle is won. Yeah, I don't understand why people keep falling for this fucking... The fucking 4chan pranks. It's like people don't have the remote capability of any sort of critical thinking. It fucking amazes me. It's so obvious on top of that. There's absolutely nothing about it that's fucking believable. Well, I suppose if you're retarded, you would believe anything. Now, time for the fun battle. This one is special. This one is oh so fucking special. It's I'll wait. It's special because the other time I did it, I got the fucking Black Gate map again. I was like, okay, so it's an actual, it's an actual issue with this version of the mod. Like, it's kind of cancerous to play on at times. If you don't have the proper units, it's really shitty to play on. So meh. Not this time. I'll wait a bit and I'll siege them out a bit so that the unit numbers will drop. It's like it'll be easier for me. It'll be easier for everyone. The battle will be over quick. Okay, it's not an interesting battle. That's the thing. It's not an interesting battle by any means. My throat is drying up, and I don't have any water nearby. Should have gotten some water before I decided to do recording. And I should be talking into the microphone rather than away from the microphone. Good habits, bad habits. Good habits are good habits. These are things we want to do. Dolomroth expands, Moria wanes. Now, more construction. Weep weep. Catapult maker. Karn Doom is almost done with everything. Tirthuin, you are fine in the middle of everything. Storehouse. Haras Klernen. Well, you're definitely away from everything. Parthenlun, you're all the way up here. Baridonyanak, you're also all the way up here. Angsul. Uzradum. Well, you are actually useful, so you are going to get that. And you, Camp Guard. Because I might be needing these things for later, because we're going to be fighting Enedwaith, and at that point, it's like, I want to be able to recruit units near the front line, because I don't want to have to spend 20 turns shipping in units every time. It's not efficient. It's really not efficient. It takes so long. Yeah, I want to avoid that. Now you and you want to meet up. Oh no. Relations worsened. Whatever will I do? What do I want to do with you? If I can get some decent garrison Metraith, I can just fucking ignore everything here. And would you look at that? I already have a decent garrison right here. Numinous. No, I don't want to continue building Scourge Raiders. They're kind of worthless at this point. Like, I can build them so close to the front lines and en masse. It's not a big deal. I need to keep retraining these though. Now you. I have stuff for you. I have fun stuff for you. Can you reach? No, you cannot, so I'll put you there. You are going to be fucking cancerous as shit. You get trolls. You get the Pokeman. You get the Marauder. Get the Skeege Readers. And you'll get all the halberds I have laying around. And then we fill in the blanks with Marauders. And then, since we may or may not be lacking a few units in Castle Doom East, we move over what we have. And then we start recruiting stuff, because we really need to recruit stuff here, because I don't want to leave that area undefended, because retaking it is a pain in the ass. It's like, sure, I don't mind having to retake stuff sometimes. It's fine, it's part of the game. What I do mind is having to retake cancer, especially when I can avoid it in the first place by, you know, garrisoning it. So yeah, let's garrison it. That way we'll avoid the cancer. To me, that sounds pretty fucking reasonable. I wonder.
What is it you wish to discuss?
I wonder.
Your well-intentioned query is welcome.
Oh, that's expensive. 160,000? No, I'd rather just buy Gundabad. Speaking of which, would they be willing to pass it up for 180,000? I really want Gundabad. Let's try 175,000. I want to have a bit of spare change. There we go. Fucking finally. That's an interesting garrison. Ah, Gundabad Guard. I like the fact that I get those. That's kind of nice. Neat. Did I get anything else here? No, doesn't look like it. Things. I don't have to build nothing here. And that's an interesting population you have there, Gundabad. I don't mind if I up your tax rate a bit. Because you can't grow from this. You're already at maximum. Yeah, we have Gundabad, but we're out of money. It cost me a fuck ton. A literal fuck ton. But there, we have it now. And you're an army. I like you. You do nice things for me. You, on the other hand, you are... I could send in reinforcement at some point. But first I want to take Kalascaladon. Keep seeing this for a little while. Still not sure what to do with you. It's an Edinwaith Castle here. There's a thing here. Okay, if I get the 2 stacks, I take this, I take that, and I take this. The problem is, I'll probably lose this. Maybe next turn I'll be able to bribe the other army, because the cost of bribing is very much based off your treasury. Of course, you need to meet a certain minimum amount, but the higher you go, the higher the cost of bribery will be. Because it's also based off how much money you have. So, if I spend all my money on buying Gundabad first, then, well, I win. I spend my money on Gundabad because I couldn't buy it for any less. I've already tried, so if I bribe the army, I'll save money by doing it. And again, I don't think I'll be making my money back from buying Gundabad anytime soon. God, that was expensive. That was very expensive. Another candidate for adoption. Mountain Oak Scatter, or bought out one of the settlements. They're not technically weaker. Technically. Yeah, this is what I assume might happen. Doesn't really surprise me. I'm just hoping the garrison I got will be able to hold them off, but I'm not overly convinced. But we'll see. We'll see. Never know, they might surprise us. I don't think they will, but they might. But I don't think they will, but they might. There's nothing like a bit of optimism. Thilin. I love it when things start running out of things to build, cause That means we're getting closer to not having to build anything there. Means there's one less thing on this list. Because this list is long! Really fucking long!
Get ready for fighting. Pick your feet up. No sleeping here.
There you go, you have an army.
Come on.
Warning army sighted, that's the dwarves. What about here? Varys of Cunning King of Gondor, really?
I'd welcome a trial by arms to end this feud.
Oh, it's Gimli. Yeah, I'm losing Gundabad.
Listen up.
But that's not entirely unexpected.
We have get ready for fighting. Get ready for fighting.
You're in a decent general. You're okay enough. Full captain, 1 morale. Okay, you're actually pretty good.
Listen up.
Yeah, we just need to recruit here. We need to retake Gundabad from the dwarves, because the dwarves are going to take this, because yeah, there's nothing I can do to stop them. Not in this case. I want to try these, though. Yeah, I want to keep the garrison of Gundabad a bit small, so that the dwarves will keep throwing themselves at me, so that we might be able to actually get some defensive battles for once. We haven't had those in forever.
You have
Now,
a proposition for us?
onto this.
I do not
Okay,
believe
they
very
don't want to be bribed. Well, yeah, it's still need to meet minimum requirement, as I said. Ah! God damn it, that's not what I meant to do.
We have completed. No sleeping here.
I want to merge you with you. Now, well, I think we'll be having a defensive battle now. It's going to be an interesting one, at least. I'll give it that much. The dwarves may or may not decide to attack us. Though, if they wait long enough, I will be able to bring in reinforcements, which would be nice for me. Because that way I wouldn't have to retake it. But I wouldn't mind fighting a defensive battle. Did they not? Well, maybe they haven't had their turn yet. I'm not entirely certain. Lol. Good job. You managed to lose. Welcome to Auto Assault. Yeah, it seems they had the turn and they didn't besiege the settlement. I wonder why. That garrison is awful. It's like trolls, catapults, ballistas, and Snaga stalkers. Wheel. Yeah, I think we have enough generals now. Dale is under siege. That's an interesting development. Anon and Rod. Boar breeder, I guess. What about Tarth? Culture. Doesn't hurt. Fuck you too, dwarves.
An honor, Lord. Without question.
Where the fuck did they fuck off to then?
Yes. Yes. Tomorrow.
Is that what you
They
want?
want to fight this stack. They might actually have. Oh god. Thing's already getting ridiculous.
Orcs! Come on!
I want to have a decent-ish garrison here. Just in case.
Listen up!
A couple of halberds wouldn't hurt.
We have completed an
Yeah, I want to be very specific with that garrison because I want them to attack that settlement because I want to fight in Gundabad because unless they change the custom map, it's a very interesting map. I'll wait for the next turn. We can recruit them both at the same time because it's kind of bothering me that it's like this.
No sleeping here! Get ready for fighting! Get ready for fighting!
Bucket, Hillman, why not? Might as well use them.
Regroup, you louts! No sleeping here! Oh, listen up! Regroup, you louts!
There we go with another army.
Complete. Orcs! Come on!
Our preparations are nearly complete. Bernier could reinforce this place a bit better. Something I'd like to do, but well, don't see much of an opportunity to do so.
Get ready for fighting! Come on! No
It'll just have to do with what it has.
Yes,
healthy respect.
What is it you
I still try to bribe you every fucking turn.
I am not quite able to accept. Good day to you.
At some point it'll have to be like, yeah, we'll take this much. And I'll be like, sure. It's not like I have money problems.
Get ready for fighting.
You gain costume. You definitely need a catapult here. That's for certain. But in the meantime, we'll have 2 ballistas.
No sleeping here. Objective.
And then you go for Catascaladon. That's a lot of generals. A lot of generals. I wonder if it's all the generals. That would be kind of funny. Taking out all the generals in one swipe. I do like the idea of that. But I don't think that's the case. But I can be optimistic. God, my throat's not liking this. Fighting the elves in an open field rather than on the city map? I'm not entirely sure how to feel about that one. Not in Lothlorien. Again, does it actually run the forest map for even the open areas? I don't remember. Oh, it's been so long since I fought in Lothlorien. Another candidate for adoption. I keep getting a lot of those. Dale has been taken. Dale is destroyed. Wonder by whom? Might have been Rune. There we go. This is done. Trace. Lots of retraining to be done here. Practice range, because we definitely need those archers. Our glorious goblin archers. Whoop-de-fucking-do, because they're oh so good. Now, I'm curious if upgrading both sides of Tharbad will actually restore the thing. That would be kind of funny. How many more turns? 4. Like, with that, I might be able to hold it. Maybe.
You have a proposition.
If I can bribe this army, I'll feel very confident in attacking right away. But until that's the case, we're just going to sit here and watch. Now, on the other hand, we do have a battle to be fighting here. So let's see what happens. Command this army in battle? No, I don't want to command this army in battle, actually. I want to see what happens, because... no, not an eye battle. There's no point. Getting +1 command just doesn't do anything. But I want to see if the AI bugs out the exact same way it did the other time. Because, it may or may not have decided to take a hike. A very, very long hike. Yep, we're on this map again. As you can see, the AI army starts over here. Now, it may have opted that the best course of action would be to march half its army up here and into these mountains. Now, you want to guess what it did with the other half of the army? Well, it opted that the other half of the army should march up here into these mountains instead of, participating in the battle. Mildly annoying. Well, I'm not going to deny that it's kind of an annoyance. I'm moving you up here. All of you on this side, all of you on this side. You here, you, and you. And we consider that to be good enough. At least the Black Gate, the towers here function like normal towers, unlike in Dol Guldur, which they don't function properly. They work, but only just about. And it's like half of them are actually towers, half of them are like just things. It's fancy looking things. Now the question is, are you going to do anything? Fucking hope you will. I may need to break down the gate. I do think they're going to run off into the fucking hills again. As soon as I break down the gate. Because they'll want to go around the settlement, join up with my forces and attack where I'm attacking. That's my that's what I'm expecting the AI to do. That's what I'm expecting it to be programmed to do, because based on previous experiences with what the AI has done. Now, knock down the gates. Because the gates are just in the way. Ooh, laggy. 6 speed is very laggy. And then we just march you through. I think it might also have something to do with the pathfinding here being weird. Eesh, oof, oof. Almost not doing well on this map. Kind of painful, actually. I don't remember it being this bad the other time.
Continue like this, we will smash the
The pain! The pain! It's real! You just keep marching through. That we can actually fight the swordsmen head on. They're pretty good units. Not the best, but they're pretty strong units. This is not the cancer with the axemen standing on the outside of the wall this time. That was awful. That was just genuine fucking awful. Pathfinding, what are you doing? I swear to God, it's the pathfinding with this AI on this side. You can see, it decided to send some of its army wandering up here this time. But it's not going up here this time. So, well, taking a hike or doing nothing is like, what's the difference really? Like, is there any real difference to it? I don't know. I don't know if I want to say there is. Yeah, well, a lot of the swordsmen are dead. Cavalry is not going to have a fun time with the halberds. And the clan spearmen are kind of just trash. Now, axemen, could you please just hurry up and die? I don't know if fast forwarding makes it any faster. I really don't know. Like, maybe? But it runs so slow at 6 speed. It's like, I'm not entirely certain if it just feels faster. Slap him. Whack him. Kill him. Murder him. Come on. There's one guy with an axe. You can kill him. There we go. I think they killed him. I'm not entirely certain. Close enough. How are we doing over here with the swordsman? 37 left. That's not so bad. Meanwhile, hiking. I'm wondering how I'll progress after taking the gate. And I think I'll group up the Marauders first, Halberds second, Scourge Raiders third, and the Elite Units fourth. I'll see the situation, but I guess I'll try to blob up. And then flank around with the elite units. Oh, I'm actually getting pretty tired now. God, I wish I could get some proper sleep nowadays. I haven't been able to in like 2 weeks or something. It's kind of nice. I've mostly been living off like 5 to 6 hours of sleep. I'm lucky 7. I'm lucky. Like, yeah, it's fine for a couple of days, but when you do it for a week straight, it starts getting bad. The lack of proper rest starts really doing a number on you. Because you just end up in that perpetually tired state. Let's see if I can't push some Scourge Raiders to the front here. Because they'll do a better job of killing this than any of the other Marauders will. I do like the model of these units. Like, you could see orcs coming up with this kind of armor. It's like under the leadership of someone not retarded. Now you just charge here, I guess. Work on finishing that off. Then we'll start setting up a line and all that kind of nice stuff. Up. Let's see how the hike is going. How far have they gotten? They've gotten pretty far. Pretty sure they're exhausted at this point. Yes, they are. No surprise there. Now, where are you heading now? You're going to head all the way up here. And then where? I don't exactly know where the AI is trying to go. Kind of amusing, but it's kind of frustrating at the same time. Like, I'd like it if you would just help. Which it doesn't want to do. So it's like, okay, you don't want to help, then what? I'm gonna go hiking. Okay, so you're just gonna eat my... You're just gonna eat up the fucking resources I have for the performance. Thanks. Very helpful of you. Good God. There are some of the custom maps that have just the bonkiest pathfinding ever. Okay, you can finish off the cavalry now. Look at them. They're not even wearing mail. They're wearing some kind of shitty scale thing. Oh, they're sending in the chief's bodyguard now. Okay. This one's kind of gonna hurt. Okay, that's fine. Right, they sent one of the bodyguard units over here. Why though? There's some more pikes. I'm sending in a bit of stuff trickling in. Yeah, well, the chieftain's bodyguard I'm not overly concerned about. It's almost like I have the elite units in reserve here. Doesn't concern me all that much. Yeah, everything just blob up there. You can charge the bodyguard unit, and then we'll send the pikemen behind you and just stagger the shit out of the poor guys. Now, a pike unit. Let's see. See if I can't surround you. Wolf's pikes? They're pretty good. Let's see how you stand up to being flanked. I imagine they wouldn't do too poorly. Since they're still pretty good pikemen, and pikemen are, well, they're changed in these mods. Because they don't drop the pikes, which makes them extremely powerful. Because that was the problem with the pikemen in the vanilla game. They dropped the pike the second anything touched them. Which became a very, very legitimate problem. More halberds marching up to fight. I like halberds. We also like pokemen. So, the pokemen will now march forward. And then the pokemen will do the stabby bits of the chieftain's bodyguard, and the chieftain's bodyguard will start getting staggered and start flinching and, you know, die. Another unit of chieftain's bodyguard. They're heading towards the uncomfortable place that I don't want them to head to. It would be preferable if you didn't end up flanking the pikemen. Well, I guess that's inevitable now. In which case, we'll try to pull out some Scourge Raiders to help out. Because the Pokemon being flanked is bad. Very bad. If I can help them, that would be good. Yeah, and you can see, front line here is pushing forward a lot. And the thing is, they're kind of dying on this side. That's exactly what I want to avoid. Marauders doesn't really matter which side they're on. So they don't have a very specific formation they have to hold or die. That's one of the enemy generals dead. Oh god, if only you were useful. This guy's not doing too well. I just keep sending them in piecemeal, I don't know why. It's not getting them anywhere. That's for certain. Yeah, these units straight up in the front, 0 casualties still. God, the performance is not doing well on this map. How are you doing up here? Where? Okay, so you're going to cross over here, and then where? I should have just waited for them to come over here. Would have been something, I guess. 22 of you left. Killed one of the bodyguards. One of the generals. I don't know which one. Imagine the one that charged straight in first. And that this will be the second to die. Because I'm guessing it's this guy right here, maybe? And then it'll be this unit here. Yeah, they're not doing well. Now, General, you can help out, I think. Whack, whack. So, more troops to plug in the little holes we have is not a bad thing. Still 8 of you left, really? Ow. Five of you left. Oh, okay, sure, whatever. Fair enough, I suppose. I like how the pikes are still alive. Bee Slayers. You're so-so, I mean, not the end of the world. Not going to be racking up too many kills. At least I hope so. 2 left. Yeah, no, both sides have fallen. There's pretty much nothing left here. Both the front and the flank that they did, they're both pretty much dead. Not much left to them. We just need to finish off killing the generals, because they have, well, more hit points than normal troops. Oh look, the routing. Yeah, all the generals are dead. Fuck it. Just fucking rush through, I guess. I'm liking the stuttering going on here. It makes it a lot easier to control things. If you didn't get that, that's sarcasm, but I don't think I have to explain that to most people. I want you to go there, and I want you, all of you, to just fucking squeeze in here. Can I catch the Beast Slayers? Because that would be nice. It looks like it. And they're sending the Dunhead champions into melee where they're going to reload. Okay. You do that, I guess. You do that. Yeah, the pikemen can just go through the center here. Well, you can go around. As the pikemen do best when they're holding the line. Actually, pikemen are very good for flanking if you can get them set up quite right, because they'll just push the entire flank just inwards. If you can set them up right, they're very good. If you fail at doing that, well, they're terrible. That warband is going to have some serious difficulties when it's being flanked. I don't like fighting berserkers with elite units. But I have to. I really have to. Now, Borkers, you have a job to do. Because the berserkers actually have good attack. And since the armor piercing, they ignore half the armor on these dudes, and, well, when they have 14 armor and 8 defense skill, they're fighting on fairly even terms. Except they started routing. That might cause a chain rout, actually. I hope so. I hope it will. Okay, just murder as many of them as you can. Good shit, good shit. Now, push in here. Very much need you to push in here. Can you flank around here? That would be great. More routing going on. Good, good, good. It's most of the trash units. Now, Wog Riders, go show me how fucking useless you are. By dying in droves. What you do best, after all. How's the hike going?
Only half the enemy force remains.
So, well, it's going places. Maybe eventually they'll finally get down here, but I think the battle will be over by then. Okay, that's these routing as well. Let's just march forward. All the infantry march forward. Now, to be fair, the Wild Riders are good for keeping enemies tied up, I guess. Not sure if they have quite the necessary longevity for it, but yeah. Is it that important? No, not really. They're not good for much else anyway, so... Like, what are they good for? Soaking up cavalry charges. Harassing archers for a little while until the most basic of archers will kill them in melee, because they're garbage. Not good for flanking infantry. You can't get them to charge right because of the way the collision boxes are. They don't work like normal cavalry. So what are you left with? A distraction unit. That's it. They can't do anything else. But that's fine. As long as you use them to their strength, which is dying, it's all fine. Only... Oh, okay. I guess the cavalry wants to have all the fun with these.
The city.
It's costing them in numbers, but yeah. I can't be fucked when it comes to the Warg Riders. Like, I've tried. I've really tried at times. Like, yeah, I send them against archers. The entire unit's dead. Because they don't charge normally. They just run in and start meleeing. They don't actually charge. And that's the problem with them. It's kind of like one of the cavalry units that Dol Amroth have. Except that unit is actually very useful because the anti-cav units. The dedicated anti-cav units, because they have no spears, they only have swords. So you tie the enemy cavalry up in melee, and then you bring those in, and the enemy can't run away. It's like, yay, I win. Fuck you. But hopefully we got through this episode just fine. So until next time.